Hi guys.
I'm Shauni.
And I'm Mondi, and we've been married for 11 lovely years.
Yes, indeed. And today, are you in a one-sided relationship?
Oh, yes. Well, before we get started, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the notification bell.
Yes, indeed. We're going to talk about the topic at hand right after this intro.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Okay, a lot of people in relationships and marriages are really unhappy.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it is because the relationship has become one-sided.
Sure.
But a lot of times people don't know how to articulate how they feel and what is happening in the relationship. The only thing that they know is that they are unhappy.
Yes.
Okay? So today we're going to talk about one-sided relationships and how to know if you're in one. Ready to get started?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Okay, sign number one that you are in a one-sided relationship. If you feel lonely when you are in the same room with your partner, you're in a one-sided relationship real bad.
Yeah. Not
No.
No, one-sided indeed. You know, when you're feeling lonely like that, it's like you're not being seen.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe not even being heard, you know, and you may be talking to them and they're not listening. And for women, that's a hard thing to get around.
100%.
You know, for guys, we process things just a little differently. Mm-hmm. If we're not being seen or heard, or our feelings or whatever is not being met, we tend to go elsewhere for our
Seenness and heardness.
To be seen and heard.
But that's a doggone shame.
It is a shame. That's why a lot of guys end up in the strip club. That's why a lot of guys end up, you know,
Telling triple their whole life story.
telling them everything and paying their car notes and stuff like that.
That's ridiculous.
When all they wanted to do was be seen and heard.
Well, same thing with women, though. You get what I'm saying? A lot of times women get into relationships, and what ends up happening is the guy does all the wooing and the courting and all of that to get her.
Yeah.
And then as soon as they get in these long-term relationships, those things start to wane off.
Yeah.
Right? But she is also expected to gain more responsibility in a relationship in addition to what she already did in the beginning of the relationship.
Yeah.
Unfair.
It
right?
is.
And she starts to feel that after a while, and she's like, hold on now, this is whack. You get what I'm saying? And when she tries to explain it to him, and women do sometimes have to do a better job at being straight up about what they're feeling and what's wrong, but a lot of times women do try to explain it over and over and over again, but what happens is she ain't going nowhere. Okay, and then so what happens is she ends up feeling lonely within the relationship because she feels unseen, she feels unheard, and the next thing you know, Splitsville.
Yeah. Or at least Splitsville in her mind. And that's where it starts.
Also, absolutely.
She starts in the mind. She's already split from the relationship in her mind.
Yep.
And she's looking for a way out.
Yep.
And first opportunity smoking, she may just take it.
100%.
You know?
Yes, because in every single situation that I have been in, I was checked out first. And then I was stacking. And when the opportunity presented itself, I was gone.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm not going to keep sitting up here telling you the same thing over and over, and I'm not going to live year after year after year miserable. She ain't going to do it, ain't going to do it, and not going to ever do it ever.
All right, number two. If you're making all the sacrifices and you're doing all the giving and they're doing all the receiving, you're in a one-sided relationship.
Right.
All right, and it's real easy to get into a one-sided relationship, especially if you guys have adopted gender-specific roles. Wife does this, husband does that.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, stuff is piling up on one person. They're doing this, they're doing that, they're doing all the cooking, they're doing all the cleaning, they're doing all the shopping, they're doing all the taking care of the kids.
Setting all the appointments.
Setting all the appointments.
Going to all the soccer games.
Yes.
Going to all the appointments.
And for the guy, he may feel the opposite. He's like, well, I'm making all the money, and you ain't doing nothing. It's real easy to see how people can get caught up in that.
Yeah.
And you can feel like you're in a one-sided relationship.
Yeah, but see, listen, y'all go to y'all job and y'all do the same doggone thing every day. It ain't like you got to scramble around and be doing 1,700 different things at one time every single day at any given time of the day.
I knew she was going to say that.
Yeah, absolutely. Because when somebody's mind is having to scramble and do things and change up and switch up on a constant basis, it becomes mentally stressful.
Yeah.
That's what you don't understand.
Yeah, it can get like that.
It becomes mentally and physically stressful.
Yeah.
And they need help. And then at the end of the day, you talk, boy, you better get away from around me. Talking about some sex, you better get out of here. If ain't nobody to help me, I can't help them. And the thing about that sacrificing and you being the only one giving, let me just say something too. When people are like, well, you don't support my dreams. You don't support me. Look, listen, okay? Yes. Should you support your partner in their dreams? Yes. There is nothing wrong with supporting a person's dreams, but when it becomes a nightmare for you, it is time to wake up. Okay, number 3. Stop apologizing all the time for something that you did not do or did not say. That lets your partner know that they can continue to manipulate you and get away with it.
Yeah.
There are many of times where people are in relationships and they're like, well, I just don't say nothing because I don't want to keep arguing. I don't want to keep starting nothing. I don't want them to keep getting mad. So what? They get mad. You're in the relationship too.
It's true.
Right? And listen, you open yourself up for emotional blackmail when you do that.
Yeah.
When you always apologizing for stuff that you didn't say or do, you are opening yourself up for emotional blackmail from the person that you're with.
Yeah.
They feel like the only thing they have to do is get mad or start calling you out your name or doing something crazy and you'll back down.
Yeah. It's true.
Unacceptable.
It's unacceptable. And we hear this a lot from women particularly because guys don't really want to voice what's going on in the relationship.
Right.
But it happens both ways.
Yeah.
Because guys, take the guy's side. The guy's, he doesn't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
He just want to get mad and just be like, blow up and say, all right, I don't want to hear about it. You're doing all that. You're doing too much.
Yeah.
And she'll say, okay, I'm sorry, and apologize.
Or he'll get quiet and she starts going the hell off.
Yeah. And that's a possibility too. That's always another side of it.
Yeah.
And then there's the lady side where she'll cry.
Yeah.
She'll cry to get to stop whatever's going on. She may not want to talk about it, so crying is the go-to.
Yeah.
And then he's apologizing.
We got to do better, guys.
You can't emotionally manipulate your partner to get what you want.
Yes.
We got to do better.
We got to do better. We got to do better. And that's why we are here. We got to point out the things that are potentially wrong in the situation so people can understand what is happening.
Yes.
And then, and only then, when you understand a thing, can you change it.